everybody!
How's it going?
We're gonna be more awkward. Okay.
She's making it awkward.
I know. I can't. Okay. Well, we are The Woods.
I'm Michael.
I'm Maria. We're just gonna introduce ourselves a little bit so you guys know what this channel is gonna be about. We kind of finally pulled the trigger and started our own YouTube channel.
Just to kind of give you guys an idea of what it's like for two people from two different places in the world, two different cultural backgrounds, and kind of what it's like to be married with kids, and some of our kids who have disabilities, and just kind of how everyday life is within our family.
Exactly. So he is from here,
I'm from California in America.
United States.
United States. I'm American. I was born and raised in California, and we moved out here back about 3 years ago.
Well, we currently live in Utah.
Salt
we
Lake
live in
City.
Salt Lake City, like right.
Dead set in Salt Lake City.
Yeah, right in Salt Lake City. I am okay. It's kind of like the long version. I was born in Peru, in Lima, and then my family moved to Spain, to a very small city called Castellón. It's like right on the east, like super close to the beach. Anyway, we moved there when I was 4. Well, on the exact date of my 4th birthday. That's why I moved there. And then I moved here to Salt Lake for college. And then we met.
And we met, like a lot of LDS members know or have used, we met on the dating
We
app
are
called Mutual.
LDS.
Yeah.
We're from the Church
Of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints.
So we met through an app, and then
Yeah.
we dated long distance.
We would fly out for just a weekend at a time. It would be like 2 or 3 weeks apart usually, unless one of us had a little extra cash to kind of afford a plane ticket to go and see each other. Usually it was like maybe once or twice a month that we'd get to actually see each other.
We'll make another video of how like the dating was like such a long distance, because we had to fly to see each other. And then, well, anyway, then we got married, and now we have 2 beautiful children.
Yeah, we got married in Los Angeles,
Yeah.
which is in California, for those who don't know.
We have Logan, he's 2.5 years old, and we have Gigi, that it's 9 months old. Well, we call her Gigi. Her name is Olivia Gianna, so just for short, because she's very little, she's very cute, so we just
And it's
call her
easier
Gigi.
for Logan to call her Gigi
Yeah.
than to say Olivia, so he gets to call her by her name so she knows when he's talking to her, so it kind of helps him out too.
So let's see, Logan, he has 2 conditions that we know of, and a third one that he's being tested. He has NF1, or neurofibromatosis
It's a very long word.
type 1.
Like I have, but
He has it too. And he has another one called LCH, which is, oh my goodness, that name is so long. Langerhans cell histiocytosis. I could have pronounced it wrong. Like, English is not my first language. Like, you cannot really tell by my accent. But yeah, it's
called LCH for short.
LCH.
So,
Yeah, it's a type of rare cancer.
yeah, they don't have enough studies on it to fully understand it too much. So part of what they're doing when they take his blood every 3 weeks for one of his chemo treatments is they're using his blood for research to kind of understand a little bit more about the cancer and what it is, and where it comes from, or how it comes or is evolved or made, or whatever you want to say it is.
Yeah, like when he was diagnosed, the doctor couldn't really tell us if it was cancer or not, because in some hospitals it is cancer, for them it's cancer, and some others it is a disease, or they don't really know how to
Explain what it is.
explain what it is just yet. It's just very rare. And he's currently getting tested for, I can't say the word.
Autism.
Autism.
Yeah.
It's hard. So yeah, why we started this channel is because back when he got first diagnosed, and like all the way until now that he's doing chemo, I researched, I wanted to know like if there was other kids that had, especially LCH, that we don't know anything about. I looked on social media. Obviously I wanted to know what it is.
And find somebody else who might be going through it so that they can connect and maybe we can get some help or some advice from somebody who might be a little bit further along in the process than what we currently are.
Yeah, like what it is to live with that. You know, I just wanted to see a day, what is a day with a kid that has that, and I couldn't find anything anywhere.
At all. There's nothing.
There's close to nothing.
Yeah.
So I guess we kind of thought about it. We're like, okay, if there's nobody that's putting that content out there, maybe we should be the first ones doing that. Maybe we should just
Identify it, help other people. Maybe somebody else is doing the same thing we are. So maybe if we can be heard, then somebody else will be able to reach out to us, so we can kind of connect.
Because that's an area that we're very alone. Like we're very by ourselves. So yeah, well, he has NF1 too, but he has it, so we kind of know what to expect.
Yeah.
It's not a rare disease, it's just unknown. Like there's a lot of people that have it, and a lot of them will go without knowing that they have it.
Or they'll feel a little, like for example, I have little tiny tumors in my body, but other people might have tumors on the outside where it's a lot more noticeable. So they just end up having a little bit more severe conditions where they have to get treated for chemo and other sort of things. Like some of the members of my family had to go through chemo for it. So, or both had siblings who have had to get surgery for tumors that are a little too big and exposed that need to be removed, so that way they wouldn't be too harmful if they got bumped into or hit, because it's uncomfortable when tumors get hit. It's not exactly the most pleasant feeling when a tumor gets hit by something, even by accident.
So I guess what we're looking for is kind of some sort of connection, maybe somebody that knows what we're going through, because we're still pretty new to all of it. We're still trying to figure it out and try to know what it is, like kind of get in our routine and see like what else we can do as parents to make it. We definitely, I don't think we can make it go away, but we can make it easier on our son.
But at the same time, we're also going to show everybody how amazing it is to have a multicultural background family that, despite what some people might think, it's actually amazing. My kids are white. I kind of wish sometimes they weren't completely white, because I thought I would think it'd be cool to kind of have my kid look more like my wife, but both my kids look like me, which is great, but still wish they could look like her, so that way I can have that kind of more of a mix, and hopefully they'll kind of start to develop more looks like her later on.
Their skin is pretty much
pale.
They're not tan.
No.
But we'll show them in other videos, and as long as they want to. Like Logan is at an age that he can say no and yes when he wants to do something or not. So.
Gigi doesn't have an option.
She will. So we'll obviously ask him if he wants to be in doing this. But anyway, yeah, we're just gonna show kind of lifestyle, what it is having a multicultural family, probably a little bit of religion.
Yeah.
Because that plays a huge role in our life.
And it's kind of how we met. So without religion, we wouldn't be here. So I would probably still be in California. I'm bumming off of a dumb job. Maybe still live with my parents, who knows. But this girl got me off my butt. So if it wasn't for church, I wouldn't be here. I wouldn't be succeeding in a job. I wouldn't be possibly moving into the police academy once it goes through and everything. So
which we'll talk about it too.
So like I said,
it's a long process.
He's the driving force for a lot of this. So
okay, and we'll talk obviously about like what it is to have a son going through everything that he's going through. And chemotherapy is such like but you kind of don't see what they go through, and it's hard.
Understanding like what somebody has to do and what somebody has to go through is one thing, and experiencing is just another thing and everything. But when this comes to little kids, and this is for the little kids in general, our son's cancer isn't as severe as other cancers are, so we're very blessed. Yeah. But just to see the little bit of annoyance or annoying things that our son has to go through when I go to his chemo treatments, and seeing the pain he's in, the fear he's in, and when he gets poked and everything, so he can get access to his port and everything for the medicine. It's kind of a tearjerker every now and then, because you can see he doesn't want it to be done. He's scared. I say, I can't imagine what it'd be like to have another son or even a daughter who has to go through something maybe a little bit more severe. So just seeing that enough is enough for me to respect all the little kids who have to go through a lot of it. And so, like I said, it's another process that a lot of people don't understand. They just kind of go, oh, it's chemo, but it's a lot, especially for little kids.
Yeah, they are all heroes.
Yeah.
They are certainly an inspiration. When I go, the few times I've gone and I see them, they are. I couldn't go what they go through. I'm not at that level. But anyway, this is us. We're in the woods and
knock on woods.
and we'll be making more videos soon.
Yeah, so look forward to
Stay tuned.
hearing from you guys and what you might want to know from us or what we have to offer and share with you guys.
Mm-hmm.
Bam.